New pleas tonight to prevent a possible algae crisis. Both state and federal leaders lay out what they want done with Lake Okeechobee.
It's an issue affecting so many families who rely on areas impacted by Lake O discharges. WPTV News Channel 5's Derek Lowe with the call for action.
Lawmakers presented no quick fix for this summer, but say that the Army Corps of Engineers needs to dump water from the lake during the winter months to help keep the levels low during hurricane season. Along the St. Lucie River,
we have lived in this area for almost right at 7 years.
Jensen Beach resident Jeff Field says it's a privilege to walk along the water, a stroll he couldn't take in 2018 when toxic algae was widespread.
So we get bottlenecked every couple of years, and it's disgusting. It's aggravating.
On Monday, Governor Ron DeSantis flew over Lake Okeechobee, currently sitting 2.5 feet higher compared to this time last year, and now just 3 feet below levels prompting discharges.
We are seeing evidence of blooms in and around the lake, and because of these high levels, we are assuming that the Corps is going to be discharging some of this water with a lot of algae content.
Congressman Brian Mast says toxicity levels are over 100 times higher than what the Environmental Protection Agency recommends anyone come into contact with.
Not only are there short-term impacts from exposure, including respiratory ailments and liver disease, but we're concerned about the neurodegenerative diseases like ALS and Parkinson's.
Eve Samples with Friends of the Everglades says her organization is urging the governor to declare a state of emergency, allowing him to move more water south before hurricane season.
I think that a little bit of hardship on the farmers south of the lake is worth the trade-off if we're allowed to prevent an environmental catastrophe from occurring.
While the governor says he wants the lake better managed year-round, the Army Corps of Engineers says that they have no plans as of now to send any water east to the Treasure Coast. Reporting in Stewart, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
With so much talk about algae and toxic algae, it's important to know the differences. Let's go in depth with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel and some added context to the issue. Steve?
Yeah, there are a lot of issues here. First, not all types of algae are harmful, Kelly. There are thousands of species of algae, both living in saltwater and freshwater, and most are beneficial. The problem with harmful algal blooms is that they produce toxins that can make people sick and animals sick and also hurt the environment. During warm weather, the blooms are more likely to grow out of control. We've seen that in the past. They're also fueled by the amount of nutrients in our waters, nutrients that can come from fertilizer, sewage, and other runoffs. The blooms can make the water smell, very different and appear in very different colors like red, brown, green, or blue. And blue-green algae toxins, of course, can affect the liver, nervous system, and the skin. Children and pets are especially vulnerable to it, too.